Hello, Olu again. Nuggets of wisdom. My topic today: ignorance is the cause of fear. I say that again. Ignorance is the cause of fear. Let's get it. Welcome back. While you please like, share, hit the notification bell for new content. Today we're going to go a little deeper. I may be messing it up, but I'm going to say it in Latin. It said Timende Causa Est Nescire. A Latin phrase meaning ignorance is the cause of fear. We're going to put that in the caption. You're going to see that as we go, so we can know the deeper. This channel is actually for education, not just for me to give you some stuff. So I'm learning. We're both learning. Let's cross-pollinate. Let's understand. So we're going to go deeper. I don't want to give you some foo-foo. I'm angry about something, some reaction. I want to give you some details and see what's going on. You've heard it say, 40% of the things we fear may never happen. And in some cases, 60%. And you know why? Because what we do, our mind has been conditioned that those things will never happen. I read an article. Sometimes we have less information of what we are afraid of, and we fill our brain with the rest of what may happen. So let's say, yes, there may be a chance that things may go wrong, but the evidence that you have in front of you is not enough for you to lose your balance. But you lose your balance simply because you are so endowed of that fear. The fear has gripped you. And I tell you, I find that the things you are afraid of don't even happen. The people who are afraid of, they're like dogs that have no teeth. They're like dogs who have teeth but cannot bite. I've seen it happen all the time, right? And I found out, this person was as ordinary as he can come. But because they have threatened they're going to do X, Y, Z, that has put me off my game. And you say, only you two are being afraid? Yes, I have been. I'm here, full disclosure. I used to be afraid of maybe if they do something to me, maybe they have control over me, maybe if this thing happens to me, it's going to be the end of me. Everything I'm working for may not happen. It's a lie from the pit of hell. And I want you guys to really understand it. Ignorance is the cause of fear. What you don't know, might just not just stop you, may just literally destroy your mind in so many cases. And I've seen it happen. I've been afraid, how do I go from here? Personal story. Was homeless at some point. And I told you this story before. Came from San Antonio to New Jersey. Got to New Jersey. I was in a place called Econo Lodge. That's the name of the ridiculous hotel. And I don't want to put them on blast, but it was horrible. And as I was staying in that hotel, I had $300 to my name. The job I was about to go in, we don't know as a contract, it's going to be 45, is a net 45 pay. So I would not get paid in the next 45 days. And I had $300 in my pocket. And I thought to myself, I had a car rental that had no money on the credit card. I'm telling you, it's a real story, man. And the car rental person are calling me, we tried to, run your credit card, there's no money in it. Then I started kind of ignoring them. So the day my mom called me, she said, okay, and she told me about one of her friends. They live in Harlem, I was in Fort Lee, New Jersey. And I don't know New York, I just moved there like 2 weeks before. So she called me and she gave me her number. The plan was not for me to go and actually live and stay with her. It was just to know, okay, you're in New York, just checking in, she was my mom's friend, just checking in that you're in New York to make sure you're okay. That was it. It wasn't like I was planning to go there. So I was speaking to her, she said, I'm in Harlem, you're in Fort Lee. I'm only 10 minutes away from you. Come stay with me. Why you spend that money in the hotel? She didn't even know my circumstances. Let me tell you, she didn't know that if I spent 2 more days, I'd probably be sleeping in my car. Let's just be honest. And I was afraid, okay, I'm going to be in a city I don't know anybody. I'm going to be staying in the car. I went in the house and they noticed that, okay, you're just waiting on things to get better. You have money, but instead you stay in a hotel, come stay with family. No, that was not the case. Olu was broke. No money. Period. So she told me to come over. And I slept on that couch for about a month and a half, 2 months before I got money. What am I trying to say here? The fear that gripped me, that I thought that I would never be able to come back on it. Number one, I didn't have the details that there was somebody close to me that could actually help me. Number one. Secondly, I didn't know I could actually get through that process. I'm going to give you you know that I'm going to lie on myself right now. Not even that it's true. As you drive through the tollway from New York to New Jersey, I had no money to pay the toll for weeks. And my car I had a Texas number plate, so the tickets were being sent to Dallas, Texas. So everybody who didn't know I was in New York now know I was in New York because it was on the last address I was living. I'm telling you this to say that ignorance when you look at ignorance, it's the causes of fear. You keep on looking and my life is never going to amount to anything. Nothing's going to ever happen to me. This is the story is going to happen, and you keep on living in that life. And I've lived in that life. I'm not going to tell you. I probably just started getting out of it. Not to now. Start doing those things that actually make me afraid. Those things that I feel uncomfortable doing, because being uncomfortable is part of fear as well. Let's just call it whatever. People call it comfort or not comfortable. It's fair. Let's just call it whatever it is. As uncomfortable, no, you're afraid. If you were not afraid, why don't you do it? So I know what it is. That's what it is. So there are many kinds of fear. I'm going to give you a couple of ones. The fear of expectation. I'm telling you, the fear that even things can even get better for you. People say, oh, well, I got $5 now, I'm making $1,000. What's that you're afraid of? Bro, you've never earned $1,000 before. Now, that's the same thing that happens to the people who win the lottery, right? They get $1 billion, $1.9 billion. You were barely making $50,000 in the post office. Now you're making $1.9 billion, right? That's why people lose their mind. It's the fear of expectation. The fear of success. What if I become successful? Now I'm on YouTube, right? And probably one day I'll be one of these big YouTube players, have 1 million views, and people calling my name. But you know the great thing that's happened to me? I've lived life long enough that I am just glad that whatever I do helps you. I have put everything in different boxes and different compartments. So the fear of success is not me. I can separate myself from the success. That's one of the things it's the fear of hard work. People say, oh, they want what they want. Have you met this kind of people? They like the byproduct of hard work, right? They like the work comes out of hard work. Maybe it's more money, maybe it's more promotion. You know what actually happened? But there's the fear they don't want to do the hard work. And there's a scripture that says, "Oh, you ants, look at you, oh you lazy person." That's what the Bible says. Look at the ants. They have no leader, they don't have no professor, they have nobody. But they gather in summer. So in winter, you will never see them. The fear of hard work, the fear of pain. One of my videos again that was about consequences. The fear of pain. People are afraid of pain, but they love the success after the pain. That's why we call it what? Growing pains. There is no growth without pain. They like the growth, but they don't want to grow the pain. You imagine if you had a baby who was walking, falling down, and he said, "No, it's too hard for me to walk." Would they ever walk? No, they will not walk. That's why they call them the growing pains. The next one I would say, the fear of abundance. Abundance of notoriety. Abundance of people knowing you everywhere you go. abundance of you just being the life of the party. And sometimes people can even lose themselves in that. And because they're so timid, oh, I want to hide behind Ryan. I don't want anybody to see me. Let me be honest with you, I'm like that. Is that I'm not shy to talk to people. I'm not shy to talk in front of people, but I'm kind of not wanting you to know too much. This is what most things I'm sharing to you. I don't normally like sharing even my own personal stories. But I find out that it connects with people better. It shows them that, you know what? Oh, you've been through that? Oh man, I get that too. So when two of us get it, that may just be the difference with you making it than me not making it. So if I slept in my car and Olu make it, the possibility that I will make it and I'll be able to tell the story next tomorrow. Lastly, the fear of love. Let me just pause on that for a second. And I'll be talking like 100 miles an hour. The fear of love. You've been bamboozled, man. Somebody just tear your heart into shreds, right? This body comes along and says, "Oh, man, I love you." I said, "Really? I don't know. This last one said so. She didn't wait. So I ain't sure maybe about I feel that love thing is going to happen." But how many of us has put our own dreams on the shelf just because of our past experience? Your experience can be a hindrance as well. I'm telling you, sometimes too much experience. When you go to a job, right, they ask you, what is your years of experience in your past job? The problem with that sometimes, your experience at the last job may not be suitable for that, even if you're doing the same thing. Maybe the people are different. Maybe the project is different. So you need to reorientate your mind for new experiences. The fear of love. I'm telling you, this is a hard one for me too. I'm not going to even lie. I'm going to come in front and say, I have it all together. I may be saying it. I'm warming up to it myself. Because there's processes. I can draw back. I can give you history upon history. We'll be on this YouTube for the next 1 hour. I can give you all the spill. It doesn't make any sense. We need to find a way to move forward. My brothers and sisters, ignorance is the cause of fear. Do not ignore, do not feel, make sure that you have all your information. And information is not just work. I'm dating somebody, let me know the information about them for me to be able to make the right decision, so the word fear will not be in my verbiage at all. Understand that. So if you are fearful, check your ignorance, myself included. It's all again, nuggets of wisdom.